will inform those numbers even more. But to answer your question straight, I'm very happy with those numbers.
Chris, did you have a follow-up? Maybe just limit yourself to the one.
Yeah, so on R then, I mean, the fact that it is higher than it was 2 weeks ago, is that delaying what we can do? And does it mean we have to wait for the outbreak in care homes to be under control?
Well, I probably should defer. I'm not sure. I mean, the range... sorry, you fire away.
I mean, Professor Evans, I think, is right that R has probably gone up just a little bit from his last estimates, and that is driven by the epidemic in care homes, he would say, and I would not demur from that. That gives us a real challenge to reduce the epidemic in care homes, and it's one that I think over the next few weeks, from what I see happening, I think will happen. I think it's important to recognise that the R number itself is only relevant if you look also at the context of the prevalence. And I think we need to bring the two together properly to understand where we are. Let me just give you an example, and for Secretary, if you wouldn't mind me being technical for a minute.
Please do.
If you imagine a situation where we have the prevalence at 0.40s or even 0.50s, 1, so in other words, tiny, tiny numbers, and that is the same every week, then the R would be 1, because it's flatlining. And that is so important that we always think about R in the context of the prevalence. And that's why I think at the moment we need certainly to get on top of the epidemic in the care homes and in hospitals. I know, and Dr. Harries would be able to comment, there's an awful lot of work going on in those arenas. But I do think also that in the community we have things relatively low at the moment.
So overall, the R level is down, but there's obviously clearly a challenge that remains in care homes, although